He praises me all day long.
I'm telling you, Dr. Diane and I are 90% the opposite. Believe it or not, we're 90% opposite. When it comes to family values, we're 90% similar, right? So every day, like for instance, I use this example. I said, my wife, I'll give her a rose in January, a rose in February, a rose in March. April comes, she wants a carnation. How do I know? So I said, I'm still learning, right? So I appreciate that with her. But I also said, can you get up for a moment, sweetie? I want to show you something. And it's true, we're 90% the opposite, but let's turn our backs to each other. I see 180 degrees. She sees a different 180 degrees. But guess what? We see 360 together.
Oh, wow.
That's the truth. That's the truth. So I'm still learning. Almost 40 years, I'm still learning.
It's another lot of lyrics, man.
Yeah. He has a lot of lyrics.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, so we're going to start with Dr. Eva.
Okay.
Dr. Eva in the building. Can we
Wow, Dr. Willis is a phenomenal person. One of the things I love the most about him, and we talked about it earlier without calling his name, he is one of the most brilliant men that I've met, but he's not arrogant, very intelligent, has a heart of gold that's genuine. You're not pretentious, you're always on point, you're very humble. And that's amazing. And you are always encouraging. And even if we look like we're off track, kind of not on point, you still kind of come in with an encouraging word like, get on track nicely and stay on point, okay? And so I think that's great. I think that's great interpersonal skills that you have. You have a God-given gift of love, a God-given gift of being compassionate and very humane. And that's what I love most about you.
Thank you. You're beautiful. I appreciate that. You remind me of my mom, not in age, but in wisdom. You know, and you always enjoy talking to you.
We always have great conversations, and you're just very, very open and very transparent, but very in love with your wife, your family, God. I know you love your mom because we talk about her sometimes, but it's just that you just have a good heart. And everybody on the planet could have a good heart, but sometimes we ought not to. And you're very steady. Steady. You're not like steady. So thank you. Thank you for being a part of our lives.
Okay, so I'm Sudan. He's my dad. I'll say that I would like to back up with what Dr. Eva was saying. You're very steady and consistent. You drive me to school every morning, very long commute. And I remember even from when I was in second grade, when we started moving to Florida, you'd always be there in the morning, take me to elementary school, middle school. You'd have our little talks about what we learned about on NPR. So I was a very knowledgeable second grader. I just really appreciate you and spending time with you and things like that. We used to always watch Jeopardy as well. So we just ate like 9. And so, I mean, on the surface, like, I spend more time with my mom just because we have a lot more in common. We like going, you know, you guys saw that we like to go shopping together. We like to, you know, go out to dinner, whatever it may be. But I remember when I was little, I started watching college football with my dad, simply because, like, we didn't have much to do together. So I wanted to just hang out with you and put that effort forward. I started getting to Alabama State and FSU and whatever. I didn't know football, but I was trying. So I really just appreciate spending time with you and the effort that you put into spending time with me and how supportive you always are. When I had my National Honor Society inductions, he was the only parent that brought their kid flowers. And everyone noticed that he not only brought flowers for me, but also my principal, who was so gracious. So I really appreciate, you know, just a little attention to detail on your continued support. So
Thank you. You know what I'm going to miss most with you going to Georgetown? I'm going to miss the most those morning meetings. Those ones, I shouldn't say meetings. discussions. And Sudan is always enlightening me. I'm learning something new. I'm learning the Constitution because of the things that are happening right now. She's a legal expert, really, before she even goes to law school. So thank you, Sudan. Love you. Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
We got staff in here.
She can call just to pick her up.
Georgetown University. Yes, university. It's a university. It's a really good school.
Oh, wow. Great. You in Georgetown
She's
now?
about to.
No, I'm gonna go there for next year.
Oh, you're going to be a star then. You're going to be a star.
A retired lawyer.
In fact, Auntie Dr. Stella, we've been friends. I met her when I was pregnant with Sudan. Yeah, I met her when I was pregnant with Sudan. So we've been friends for 17 years. And Sudan said to me, "Mom, can you come and visit me at Georgetown at least once a month?" I said, "That's too expensive." She says, "But you could stay. You could just stay with your friend." She said, "No, you could just stay." I said, "Oh, I guess I have to talk to you about that." But she said you could just stay, and I'm very proud of the work that Willis, her dad, has done with her, because all of her forms. Let me tell you, she got accepted to over 33 universities, and all of her forms, he sat with her, all of her forms for FAFSA, all of her forms for Disney. I don't know anything about that stuff. And he sat with her and made sure everything was completed to make sure that she was eligible. She just got news yesterday at 8 p.m. that the biggest foundation, the Bill Gates Foundation, with 20,000 applicants for that scholarship, they have 2,500. It's not 1,500. I looked up on the internet. It said there was 2,000 finalists, and she found out yesterday at 8 p.m. that she's a finalist for the Bill Gates Foundation scholarship.
Yes,
So
I was eligible because Dad filled out the forms for me.
that's what I'm talking about. So I appreciate it, and we're not perfect by any means. We have disagreements every day. Yes. And so, but in the bottom line, we realize that we're not here on our own, that God ordained that we be together so that Sudan, Dakar, and Cairo could be born. And so, in that obedience, we forgive each other, we move on to the next day, and we start fresh. We don't keep old grievances. Exactly. That's how it
I have a
works.
question.
Yes.
The prayer point you were praying for 2 years ago. Your friend, how did they feel about it? When you later found out that both of you are together?
Oh, he's asking you because it's not my friend. It's I've never met her, so.
Oh, you're my Rose?
Yeah.
You know what? I haven't. We've been.
Apologize to him?
You know what? Actually, I have not seen her. Honestly, I have not seen her since we got married. But we talk. Now we do talk. We do. No, we do talk. We talk about 3 or 4 times a year, but I have not physically seen her.
There's a way you're married to her?
Yes.
I'm so interested in this.
I don't.
Are you about Rose? Are you about the friend who liked her?
No, I'm asking.
Oh, the friend who likes me.
Yeah,
Yes.
there are two people
He's
here.
great. He's great. Kevin, pretty famous. I haven't seen him since we graduated. College or talk to him or anything, but we communicate on Facebook. So I see his children, his wife, and he sees ours and everything. So that's fine, but no, I didn't like him that way. So.
They like that on one side.
It was one-sided.
One-sided.
Yeah. So now you,
Yes.
Dr. Dixon.
Oh, yes. Yesterday was the first time I'm seeing my father. But I must tell you the truth, each time I see your posts, the Eubanks family, I just look at you 1, 2, 3, I said, this man is huge. That's why I'm talking to you. I said, this man is so huge. Very huge. Then when I see Dakar on studio trying to, educate us, I said, why is it that Dakar is not as tall as the father? I never knew it was the camera that's been deceptive. So, but when I see your picture, I'm a criminologist by training, and I could see that you're a good man. That's why I can pick. You're a good man. That's the only thing I see from you. But when I met you yesterday, I said, wow, I've seen the good man for the first time. Please, let's give him a hand of applause, man. So I'm really grateful to meet this family because Dr. Chancellor is a wonderful person. You know, I won't be here today. When she called me and said, Dixon, try and be here. The time frame was just 4 days. Yeah, 4 days. Because I need to get a ticket and, you know, quickly. So, and a lot of things I was doing in Abuja, so I have to get back to Lagos. And I told my wife, I said, you know, in life, sometimes you need to tell some people thank you. Thank you. And that is the only thank you I want to tell you, because I said, I have to be here to tell you that I'm grateful to you. Because putting resources together at that moment, getting a ticket and coming down, I said, no, she has never asked me for anything. This is the first time she's requesting a favor from me. I told my wife, I said, I'm going to honor her. And that was why I was here. And I took the next flight. I flew about 22 hours, Lagos, UK, like British Airways, 7 hours. We have a 7 hours layover, 14 hours, UK, Virginia, Washington Airport here? Dulles, yeah, something. And it's worth it, sir, it's worth it. And when I got in yesterday, I saw the beautiful family. I said, wow, same as picture, you know, when I see your pictures, I feel this unity. I feel this unity, you know. There are so many families today, there's no unity. There's no unity. And that's one thing that's missing in many homes. If unity is missing, I think there'll be no joy, there'll be no happiness. I listened to her speak, and I know that she's enjoying that. And mom, I said, wow, I wish I could just talk about my father the way she talked about you today. We were brought up in the military style. My father was a soldier, and he brought us tough. That love, I didn't get that love from the father. I never wanted to be a soldier. My intention was to be a journalist. So in 1996, he got me enlisted into the military. So a military officer came and looked at me and said, you're a brilliant guy. Get out of this place. Go back to school. My father was very angry. Say, why is it sending you back to school? I don't have money to pay your school fees. Because, you know, in Africa, those days, my mother had 11 children. For my father, one man. So it was when I grew up, I knew that, it could be that my father is very tough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 children from one wife. So the resources was not there to send everybody to school. That was I enlisted into the army. So I get out from the institute, from the training camp. The commander that sent me back, he was posted out of the academy. My father now re-enlisted me in 1998. You know, they say God proposes man, disposes something. God knows so well that my destiny is in the military. So I got enlisted into the military in 1998, and 1 year later we were drafted into the Bakassi Peninsula War. There's a conflict between Nigeria and Cameroon for a territory called Bakassi Peninsula. It's an oil-rich region. So we were there about 3 years, and I was not happy because the way they feed us as soldiers, we were being fed like slaves, you know. I believe that if you put your life on the line to protect your country should in turn take very good care of you. So that was the breaker. I said, no, if this is what it takes to serve a country, eating like a pig, not well catered for, I'm going to disengage. 5 years down in service, I just applied for voluntary disengagement, and the chief of army staff sent a signal that, why is this young soldier going? And I told them I'm not interested to serve anymore because I have no interest. And as God wanted, came back, start life afresh, struggled to go back to school, because when I look at my background is very tough, and when you look left and right, in this very age and time, nobody want to help anybody. You need to stand alone, you need to fight, you need to push, you need to pierce through the wall. So I said, well, look around my village, no one to run to. Look around my city, no one to run to. I said, well, I will make it. So that was the decision I took upon myself. And when I got connected to the school, I think J.C. Gabari, I'm the security advisor to Apostle Suleiman, Johnson Suleiman, one African televangelist or so. So Casey Jabari is a friend to Suleiman, but you know, the way he came to approach me, I wasn't comfortable. It was just like trying to get something from, you know, like extortion like that. I said, no. I said, no, I'm not going to be here. So 8 months, Angela, where's Angela? There's a lady usually chats me, says she's Angela.
Keep going.
Okay. So, Casey, you know, I just cut off. So one day I have a push in my spirit.
My very good friend here, I made a mistake of introducing her to you. So you see somebody else says the same thing.
You were just telling me, yes.
It's crazy,
You were
right?
just telling me, but I'm like, it's crazy, yes.
So it was just like telling me, I said no. So like 8 months later, I was on television. And because I do analysis on BBC, Al Jazeera, I do security analysis globally. So the anchor mistakenly introduced me as a doctor. And I'm not a doctor. He said, ladies and gentlemen, we are here in studio. Dr. Dixon Osage is here to analyze. I said, what? And immediately, we were live on air. And I wanted to like correct him and say, hey, I'm not a doctor. I had a voice. Keep quiet. Claim it. So I just kept quiet. I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to say yes or no. After the program, I came down. I said, no, I need to have this doctor. I must have this doctor. So I now went on research. That's why I got to you on LinkedIn. Yes, I got her on LinkedIn. And when I spoke to her, I have this innermost peace that is a good woman, not Jabari, that was trying to like, I said, no. I'm not trying to put in the mate. I wasn't pleased. Yes, I wasn't comfortable there. I wasn't comfortable. So I reached out to her and she was so nice and I explained to her, it's okay, she put me through stuff. Thank you, man. Thank you. So that's why I'm here today to honor the family. Thank you. Yes, it's Eva.
Not the Eva.
Eva is good.
You get to see her because you talk to us all the time.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. Happy birthday.
Thank you again, Dr. Dixon. You know, you're one of those kinds of people that you meet them, but you've known them for 20, 30 years by spirit. You know, when I connected with you yesterday, I feel like you've been another brother to me. You know what I mean? And so thank you for all that you do. And most people, 90% of the people wouldn't take a chance like you. They would just stay home or, you know, they wouldn't venture to the next level. And so congratulations to you as well.
So we have a lot of fantastic speakers here, so it's really hard to go. It's hard to go after these great speakers. So I'm just going to cut it short, if that's okay. Well, happy birthday!
Thank you, Dr. Stella. Thank you.
Yeah, so this wonderful family have been like my family for like, as you know, before she was born. Yeah, we used to hang out a lot.
Remember we used to party and dance.
Remember you were the first person that took me to Bukom.
Yes, ma'am.
Bukom is still there, by the way.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So we would talk, and then I'm like, so I want to meet Willis, and then we met. Find out, I'm like, oh yes. So when she will come, like she said, they fight, they quarrel, everybody quarrel, right? She says, Willis, I'm like, girl, sit down. You got a good man. Stop complaining to me about, you know, Willis, I'm like, you're not gonna do nothing because that man is a good man. You know, so just like you said, I've already know that he's a good man. He's my good in-law, married to my sister. So I'm happy about that. So today is about you, not about us. So it's all your day, and we pray long life and prosperity, and more joy and more love for you and your beautiful wife and all your children. All right? So happy birthday.
Thank you so much, and I want to thank you. You don't know this, but Dr. Diane can spend probably the next hour talking about stories just with you guys partying together. When you got
That's my girl.
I'll tease them by saying you guys got stopped by a police officer. And
Remember that night?
Dr. Diane's sweet mouth was able to talk them out of any arrest.
My husband loves her. She used to come out. Same here too. When I would complain, say, no, she know this man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. You know, like that. So we just kind of like, you know, support each other in that way. Support the school. You know, even from the inception of God's school and everything. Yeah, I was there. We were there. How everything, how it started, everything, all the encouragement and stuff. I'm a professor, you know, in in a school.
Can we clap for Professor?
Yeah, that's what I say. It's not about us, it's about the birthday girl, you know. So I also consult with the United Nations and all that kind of thing. So we do a lot of things together, collaborative business, non-profit, you know, because I believe we're here to make sure we leave our footprint in the times of sand, you know. So giving back is a good thing. So with people like Dixon and all the products of the Dotsu and all that, I believe that's what we are put on earth to do, you know, to give back in any kind of way. So I'm glad I meet all these, you know, wonderful people. Just like you guys have heard about me, I've heard about most of you as well. Because she just up and moved. In fact, when she moved, I was like, oh my goodness, why are you moving to Florida? Well, I gotta work out. I'm like, okay, wow. So we used to really connect and talk and see all the time. But you know, because she moved to Florida, we don't see. But you know, the heart is connected. So out of sight is never out of mind.
Never.
All right?
Absolutely.
That's true. Absolutely true.
She responds back. I know this one is putting us back together because she insists I have to stay with you every month because she wants me here, and here we're going to be together again.
So I get to have you back again. Because I still have I'm like, yo, she's mine again. Because I haven't seen her since when she was like 5. Wow. Yeah. You know, to see her like, is that?
Yeah, the last time we saw her, she was
Yeah.
7
Maybe.
7 years
Yeah,
old.
7 years old. Wow.
5 to 7 years old, yeah.
I still sound like.
Stand up, Sudan, so you can see how tall you are now.
I know we went together. We went to the bathroom.
Oh, you were together?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. I said, let's go talk. So that in case one of something we don't want Daddy to hear about.
Oh!
So we took a walk and back and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's always fine when good people come together.
Yeah, we were together every weekend.
We were together every weekend doing stuff. Without Willis.
Yeah, he doesn't like your husband doesn't like dancing, neither does Willis. We brought the party, so we're back again.
Like we'll go dancing and all that.
Again?
Yeah. You still like to dance, right? Because I still dance.
I should get down, honey.
Oh my goodness gracious. She get down. She get down.
Yeah, I should get down. Yeah.
In fact, it's so funny. Remember the time when we had the get together in Silver Spring, and somebody was talking about, oh, you know, I'm the chancellor, so I'm this and I can't do whatever. I said, I challenge you, and we did a push-up competition, and who won? Okay, so yeah, nothing's changed. We can go all night.
See that the chancellor has fun as well. She's on all business all the time. Happy birthday, Dr. Willis, and thank you for inviting me to your celebration. I don't know Dr. Willis real well, but what I have observed about Dr. Willis is that he is a very kind man. He's always been kind to me, as I would say, and I know that he is a family man because I've seen him interact with his family, his wife, and his children many times, and he does it so well, and they're so respectful of him as well, and that's a very admirable of them and you as well. And it says a lot about you. And as I was thinking, and I heard in my ear that you're a godly man. And so and also the things that I have observed, the thing when I have seen you, I'm not connected to God's you like that all the time, but the times that I have been, you guys let me come break in on your parties at these meetings. Every time you're in DC, you let me come in and break in these parties. So I always observe you, and I'm always like what I've observed with you and your family. And it's always just a great warm feeling to be around you all, and it's always great. And I always feel welcome, and I want to thank you for that, because you can always go to some places and you don't feel welcome, but I always feel welcome when I come in. So, and I thank you and your wife and your family, because you always are so kind and so nice. So thank you.
Thank you.
And many blessings.
Thank you, Bishop Paulette. I just want to say thank you for your participation, your observations, and your feedback. And the Holy Spirit is asking me to lay this with you. people have said I should be a man of the cloth. I just never felt that for me. But keep me in your prayers. It's never too late, but you know, that was one of my grandmother's dreams. So as you were saying that, I said, you know, I've been running away, so maybe hiding, but keep me in your prayers. And if you have a thought from God, please share it with me.
I thank you for the confirmation because I wasn't sure because I don't know you, Bill, but I did hear it in my ear that you're a godly man. And so that's why I said I'm gonna be obedient and say what I heard. And because I don't know you like that, but that's what I heard, that you're a godly man. So thank you for the confirmation.
Dr. Dakar.
Man, that's me.
Thank you. Yes, I had a great introduction. That's my name, Dakar. And I'm your son. Proud to be your son.
My favorite son.
Yeah, your favorite son.
I love it.
Yes, well, it looks like you have another.
I have another son. Oh my goodness. You're right. That's true.
Yes, we have another Nigerian.
That's Nigerian, so right.
But I'm proud to be your partner. I remember when I was little, he always called me partner. And he called somebody else partner on the phone. And then
It was my brother.
I just sat in the corner. He was like, "What's wrong?" I thought I was your partner. So that's just a cool side.
You're kind of sliding there, right?
Yes, I'm glad. And today we did a workout.
Oh yes.
Oh, I'm so proud. You look good. I was like, who was that? Who was that?
More often.
Yes, I look forward to being your workout partner too.
Okay, nice. Thank you, son. I appreciate it. I appreciate the car so much. He's been a wonderful young man, and try not to get emotional. Very proud of his son. He's done a great job, and I know it hasn't been easy, but you've worked really hard. You're dedicated. You're loyal. You're loving. I just can't say anything more than that. I just, as you were talking, I was thinking about the car, and I don't think you'll be embarrassed by me saying this. He had a speech impediment, and it's sort of common among black boys. And so I remember every Wednesday, we pick you up, take you to the therapist, and he was about 3 or 4. And as you can tell now, he's very articulate. But I remember when Sudan was about maybe 3 years old, and I thought he was harsh. He was very harsh on his sister. Yes, she would say, instead of downtown Silver Spring, she would say down Silver Spring. He was really critical. I thought, I would say, she's only 3. She's not supposed to say that word. No, she can say it. So he went from being given a therapy to now being a therapist. And I really want to say again, and I really mean this, you've made such a big impact on your sister in ways that I can't pay you back. But I'm so grateful and thankful. I would think the dress was okay, the skirt was okay. He would say, no, it's too short. It's too short. Go back and change it, And so he's been more like a brother/uncle. He's given us some great advice. He even said, I remember distinctly, she was like 5 years old. She wanted to buy a doll, and it was going to cost $25. So he said, make sure you have $50. Once you get the $50, then you can buy the doll. I never will forget that. And today, she's better at managing money than me, even now. Yeah, and I credit the car for that because he's also a great saver. So I appreciate you, the car. You've been a wonderful son. You've been faithful. You've been a blessing to all of us. If the car's name means happiness, and he lives up to it. So thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
And it's so funny to see that, all the children get to get goo goo gaga and baby talk. He did that loud.
Oh yeah, that's
She had
right.
to speak complete sentences with the proper enunciation and a vocabulary right. And now, because of that, so that got like some of the highest scores in all of her exams and has a 4.0 for the last couple semesters.
Wow.
He does not play with her. So,
that is your partner.
He's already a great father. He's going to be a great father. Great husband.
Dr. Newell.
Okay, so happy birthday, first of all.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so my name is Chidamango. I'm from Nigeria. And I love this family because they love me. She always calls me for everything. So sometimes I don't really have the time to come out, but she will always want me to be there. And they love everything I do. They are really proud of me. And they support everything, every vision. And what I love most about Mr. Willis is that he will always want to know how we are doing, the family, the children. So the parenting aspect of him is 100%, and he will always want to know how the business is going, how your family is getting along, and we see them like mentors. Like I and my husband, we want to be like them, we want to end up like them because in this country it's very difficult to see families bonding together, no matter what, forever, they're still together. So I'm very proud of them, and I want to continue, keeping my marriage just like they are. I love you people.
I love you too, George. She called me father today. What an honor. Thank you. Such a lovely, talented person, and whatever we can do to help out. And we're going to talk to Dr. Henry, her husband, wonderful man of God, wonderful husband.
Both of them are
wonderful. Yes. So we're so proud of both of you. Continue God's good work.
And she's doing a festival, a carnival. When is the carnival going to be? August what date? So we can, August 5th. When is the graduation? August what? The graduation, we move to the second week in August. So that, so I can come. Yeah, we want to support her.
Yes.
She has a carnival coming. And I have to get my body in better shape so that I can wear my carnival outfit. Okay? So I'm right there. Yes. I'm going to be there. So thank you.
It's that kind of car.
Because
What'd you say?
Because I don't know, it's funny. Oh my God.
Yes, you should.
They will be coming here by the 5th of April.
Beautiful because
I was making a joke. I was saying more moments.
April the 5th, we have our graduation, first ever graduation, April the 5th. So what we can do is have you as one of the speakers, but that will bring in more people and they can see our powerful. We do it virtually, so you can come on virtually. Okay? So keep that in mind so that we can assist you, and then August the 5th, we'll have to be here so we can support you. But that's what we do. Dr. Willis and I, because a lot of people will say, how come you do all these things, but I can't do it without him? Because he holds down the fort and does what he does so that I can do the things to work with each and every one of you. Okay, and I am Diane, I am Willis's wife. And we have our 40th wedding anniversary coming up, and I told him already book the venue. It's going to be Destiny. I already have the minister, who's going to be Dr. Talib Sharif, says he's going to do the formalities. Already invited everybody. I already got my dress last year.
Wow.
So I'm ready. Are you?
I'm ready. She told me, she said, I'm going to be in Jamaica with or without you. So I gotta be there.
Everything's set. Go with that.
Yes.
Exactly. So, as I said, I'm very happy and proud to be with you on your 63rd birthday. I support you in all you do. I remember there was a time when I used to be complaining to you and everything, that when I wasn't working, and he paid for every single thing that was going on. And that's what happens when you have a lot of time on your hands, you have a lot of complaining. But now I'm so busy, I don't complain. I always praise God, because I am just so busy and booked and busy. And I'm so grateful to have you. I remember even last week, was it Thursday or Friday, when for 8 hours he had to be at the mechanics, making sure that things were right, etc., and got the bill down from maybe $1,000 to $250. I mean, so we work as a team. So there are things that I do, there's things that he does, things we do together, but we need the whole part. We need everything together, and that's what family is about. Is not counting what the other person does, but doing everything you can so the unit can work together. And so that's how we work together. So thank you so much. And happy birthday. So we have to sing happy birthday to him.
All right, ready.
Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.